Hey guys, it's Derek from Farmstead Fun. Tomorrow we've got a bit of a heat wave coming, tomorrow and Thursday. So I'm going to show you how I help keep my animals cool.
Don't forget again. So I'm
going to show you how I help keep my animals cool when it's blistering hot out. So for starters, you want air movement, because when it's hot and humid out, flies are all over the place. And the fans really make a big difference in helping the flies stay off of the animals. So we have a fan here, and we have a fan in each of the stalls. These fans are smaller. This one's larger. I think this one's 24 inch. I think that one's 16. I think that one's 16. And I believe this one's like a 24 inch fan. And these move a lot of air. They're very good fans. I have them wired into a thermostatic switch. I'm gonna move this. This isn't a permanent setup. It's just something I did last year because it was hot and we needed to do something. But this is a thermostatic switch here, and you can set, if it'll focus, yeah, you can see it's okay, there we go. So you can see you can set the temperature that it comes on at. So right now it's set for 70. Which I feel like it's a pretty good temperature, because it's actually when it's 70 in the barn, not outside. So the barn stays cooler as it is, because it's a bank barn. It's built into the bank of the hill. So it stays cooler in here, almost like a root cellar would. But these fans make a big difference for them. It makes it a lot more bearable. That, and then in the morning, I will freshen up their water for them. So between the two fans, the barn being built into the bank, it's they manage in the summertime. I mean, we're not really in summer yet, but tomorrow's gonna be 88, and Thursday's gonna be 90. Friday's gonna be 80 something, in the mid to upper 80s, which is warm for them, you know. I haven't sheared the sheep yet. I haven't had time to do it yet. We're gonna make time. I don't know if we'll do it this weekend or maybe next weekend, but we're gonna make time to do that. But right now it's a gorgeous night. It's gonna be hot tomorrow. Right? You know it's gonna be hot tomorrow. Yeah.
Hey, you should. Wow!
And it's almost his bedtime. So once he goes to bed, I'm gonna show you how I mix my compost. I won't be able to make any soil blocks today. I just worked too late. It's getting dark out already. So we'll try to make some soil blocks tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get home at a decent time. At least if the soil's made, or the potting soil's already made up, then it's just one less thing I have to worry about. So I'll show you how we do that next. The other good thing about having this fan outside is it encourages the animals to stay outside. So this is the biggest fan that we have right now, and it encourages them to stay right out here. This stays shady most of the day, except for first thing in the morning, which is usually pretty cool, and they're out grazing still anyway. But this encourages them to stay out here, and it keeps the stalls a lot cleaner. I haven't actually tried this yet outside. This is the first summer we've had this. I bought this the end of last summer. We only used it the one time, then we put it away. We bought it for the reveal party for the twins. We were finding out what they were, whether boy or girl. And we have a video for that as well. I'll link that up here. That's on my wife's channel. You could check that out if you like. And but yeah, I'm hoping this will help encourage them to stay outside, because that'll keep the stalls a lot cleaner. It makes work for me a lot easier, because when they pee and poop in the stalls, I clean that out. I clean this out once a week. I clean the stalls out daily, because I want them to stay clean. I don't want flies in the barn. I just want everything to stay nice. So I work really hard to keep everything nice. But out here, I'll clean this out weekly. This, you know, it dries. It's got a lot of air movement, so I'm hoping that this will work and help keep them out here just a little bit. We'll see how it works. I'll show you tomorrow how it works, and if they stay out here like I hope they do, and great. If not, what are you gonna do? So this is the compost that we've made. It took us all winter to make about this much compost, and this is just from food that's spoiled. We put it in here, and you can put anything in your worm composter that doesn't have meat, dairy, anything like that in it. If you have bread that got moldy, you can give that to worms. If you have fruit that's turned, you can give it to the worms. We try to give a lot of it to the chickens, but whatever goes bad, we don't want to feed food that goes bad to our chickens. So we give it to the worms and they love it. And they turn it into, essentially it's black gold. It'll grow all kinds of stuff in it. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my potting soil. So I just use a 5-gallon pail. This one already has some soil in it from those soil blocks that didn't grow. They broke those down and put them in here. But then we're just going to put all of this right in here without making a big mess, hopefully. And maybe we won't even use all of it. Maybe we'll only use half. This is quite a bit. It's pretty heavy. And I like to try to keep the bucket about a quarter of the way full. And we're going to add equal parts peat moss. So the bucket's filled to just about here. So we're going to fill it up to just under the rim here with peat moss, and then we'll put the rest. We'll put a thin layer of the perlite in it. There we go. Now we'll add the perlite. And that should be about right. And then tomorrow we'll take this outside and we'll mix it all up. We'll add water to it and I'll show you how to make soil blocks. Thanks for watching.